Have you ever been in a conversation with someone who uses like 200% more words than necessary to explain a thing? Or maybe you're the one word vomiting in someone's ear. Either way, no one wants an ear full of vomit. Sure, you are allowed to vomit on the page, figuratively, but you must be willing to clean up the mess.
No fluff writing advice. Cut the fluff!
What you really need to do if you want to write more concisely is to cut words and phrases that are considered redundant. Let's try that again. To write more concisely, cut redundant words and phrases. See? Much more concise. To tighten up your prose, examine every part of your sentence, the beginning, middle, end, top, bottom, inside and out, and find fluff to cut. Sometimes to fix a sentence, you'll need to practically chop it in half. Wild, I know. Be ruthless, heartless, murderous. Be a ruthless, heartless word murderer. Here's an example. What I learnt was that shoving an entire uncooked sausage up my nose was wrong. Okay, so what's actually wrong here? Is it the nose sausage? Surprisingly, no. It's not great, shouldn't do that, but it's not the biggest problem. The real issue is, what I learnt is an unconcise way to say I learnt. Just say, I learnt. I learnt that shoving an entire uncooked sausage up my nose was wrong. See? Done. Lesson learnt. No nose sausages. When editing, examine each sentence and ask, are all these words necessary? Is there a concise way to say the same thing, even if it means making up a word? How is Conciser not a word? Any editor worth his weight in sausages will pull pointless words out of your manuscript like weeds from a garden. They may even pull up words you think are flowers, or vegetables, or a prized garden gnome. The key is to know a weed when you see one. Consider filler words and adverbs that don't add anything to the sentence. I'm talking just, only, then, basically, really, very, quite, that. Oh, please understand that that word can be cut in so many cases. One, that's bad enough, but when you're double thatting, just know that that is essentially and fundamentally a really quite non-concise way to write. What's up? What's going down? Let's talk about up and down. Brian sat down. Why? Brian sat tells us enough. The sat already implies down. Brian stood up. Once again, stood already implies up. I know you can technically sit up and stand down, but that requires a different context. Don't get cheeky. Also, Brian saw, Brian heard, Brian smelled. Smelled something with his nose. I'm not accusing Brian of poor personal hygiene. Not today, anyway. My point is, you don't need to say, Brian saw an entire sausage disappear up the businessman's nose. That's an unconcise sentence. Or is it inconcise? Either way, if Brian's a viewpoint character, just say, an entire sausage disappeared up the businessman's nose. The event's being described from Brian's perspective, so we know he saw it. And quite frankly, we're sorry he had to. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. If you didn't enjoy this video, hit subscribe anyway. And hate watch my content. That's always fun.